Hello, I'm George Anderson and I want to take you through the Reading Half Marathon route. If you're running on Sunday, hopefully you've already been onto their website. You may even have downloaded your copy of the map so you can get an idea as to what things are going to be like for you on the day. I want to go one step further than that. I want to talk you and walk you through the route so you know which bits to look out for, where the big hills are that you may have heard about. It's a very fast and flat course actually, the Reading Half Marathon, but there are a couple of inclines that you might want to know about in advance, and that's what I want to show you right now. So I've got my little map up. Hopefully you can see just about what's going on. I'll probably get out of shot a little bit here, but that doesn't matter really. This is the important thing here. And you can get your own map up as well on your from the Reading Half Marathon website, so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll start off here down by the stadium complex. Now I'll tell you what, the start is pretty intense. There's a lot of adrenaline, there's a lot of a buzz at the start, and as you kick it off, there's going to be 2-3 deep supporters through this first 100, 200 meters of the run. Very easy to take off too quick when you get that sort of support, because there's a lot of adrenaline. You've just done the invigorating warm-up. Make sure you take part in that, because I'm doing it. And it's just a real big mistake. If you do that, then just please hold back a little bit, because then the support will fizzle out a little bit as you come through here into Bennett Road. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see. And as we come here to the first mile marker, you should be slightly settled into pace by that point. It's a very residential, or industrial and residential area, so you're going to get a lot of people still out on the street supporting you. And you want to make sure that you're settled into pace at the first mile mark. Now what I suggest you do is, if whatever pace you're going for, try and get on pace by that first mile. If not the first mile, the second mile. So if you're looking at 8-minute miles, 8 minutes per mile, which is a 2-hour half marathon finish time, then try and finish 9:09 is a 2-hour marathon, half marathon finish time. 8 minutes a mile is going to give you 1:45. Whatever your target time, work out your pace per mile, and then at the first or the second mile marker, just take a look down at your watch and you can tell then whether you're roughly on pace or not. If you're miles up, then slow down. If you got held up by a lot of traffic, a lot of people in front of you, then you can speed up a little bit over the next couple of miles. But use that to give you a bit of an idea as to whether you're pacing it correctly or not. Don't just go by your Garmin, your GPS system, if you're using one. So let's go on. What happens next? So we're going to come through here. Again, this is all pretty flat. So far, so good for the gradient. But when we come around here, this is where it starts getting interesting, because we're going to be coming around and down, excuse me, and after the second mile marker, as we go around this turning here, this is the first hill, okay? We're going to be going up this road here, and it's fairly long, slow incline. So this one's probably going to be about 200, maybe 300 meters of incline. And I kid you not, you're going to see walkers and people standing by the side of the road here stretching out because they've gone off too fast. At this stage, we're only 2 miles into it by this point. But look, if you can hold back a little bit and just take a steady up this first hill, then you'll be grand, because from here, you're going to go right the way along this long road here, and then into the university grounds. So you've got a good water station here, and there's a Luke State station just as you come out of the university grounds as well. So a couple of things to break the run up. And there's plenty of support in the university grounds as well. So lovely, nice, wide open, grassy areas, and it's a great part of the route to run through. And at this point, you're 4 miles in. By the time you come out of the university, you're 4 miles in already. So this corner here, you always get good bit of support. There's always a couple of good brass bands down here as well, which is something to look out for, listen out for. Now, we talked about one of the uphills, which was as you came up this road here. But as you go along this road, going down this road here, Kendrick Road, this is a fairly big, long downhill section of the course. So if you did lose a bit of time here, if you haven't already made it up, then stretch out, lengthen your stride a little bit more, and just allow yourself to go a little bit faster for this half-a-mile section between the top and the bottom of Kendrick Road. Even when you get onto London Road here, you're getting in, closer towards the town centre, you can still keep some of that pace going. We're going to be coming right in here. Now this is one of the best bits of the course, I think, because you come in here, you're dropping down, you can see runners going back up the other side, because you're going to go underneath the IDR. That's not exciting in itself, but there's a fantastic steel band that plays under the IDR, and the noise is incredible, but it's just such energy, so much power, and you just feel like you feel like you can run a half marathon, which is a good thing, because we're not even halfway through at that point. So we're going to come around, and then we're going to go into the town. Now actually, as you come back across here, there's a little bridge, a little Humpback Bridge, and I think that always catches a lot of people out, because it is a bit of an incline, and you've got to make sure that you're ready for it, so you can accelerate up the hill. It's about 15 meters, and then you can just coast back down the other side. Bit of a tight loop coming round into the town through here. The 6 mile marker, and then round, and then you're in the town. I lived in Reading for about 8 years, and I still get lost when I'm in this point. If it wasn't for the crowds and just following the person in front of me, I wouldn't really know where I was. So you're coming around, and I always think I'm here when I'm over here, but whatever. You're just going to be going around the town, and the support in this area is absolutely phenomenal. People come into town just to support the runners. Obviously, shops aren't open at that time of the morning. People are there just to support the runners, and it's a fantastic experience just running through the town. You're over the halfway mark as well by the time you get to that point. So this is also a good thing, because you've done the first half, you've done the hard bit. Now you've just got the glory half to go. Let's go to that second hill, because that's coming up. We've got mile 7 here, and just after mile 7, just as you come out of town, there's a stretch along over the IDR here again, and as you get to mile 7, you turn up Russell Street. That's where you get this next hill that people talk about as a hilly course. It's not. It's very flat, but you have got the 2 hills. The one I've already talked about, and this one here. Now this one's maybe 200-300 meters tops. It's not a long hill, but it does have a pub at the bottom, right here, on this corner here. There's a pub there, and they give you free beer. Okay, now I've never had a glass of free beer, but I know plenty of runners who have. And there's certainly a lot of people out there drinking at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So that's kind of a sight to behold on itself. But make sure you just dig deep as you go up this hill. Use the pacemakers, tuck in with them. They'll try and keep a steady pace. They might drop off a little bit at that point, but try and stick in with them as much as you can. Because then when you come up to here, you're pretty much a long straight road here where it's flat. In fact, it's a very slight downhill. I actually used to live right here. It used to be one of my houses. Just zoom in there, it's always for me. It's a very personal thing running past. And I used to work over here as well at the old Fitness First Club. This is Reading's that's my hood. It's where I used to tread the Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you're going to go down here, and now the support again is sporadic along here, but you just got to dig deep, because this is your bit where you just got to consolidate what you've already done. There's no more hills, really. There's no more hills. So you've got a flat section here. You're going to take a left down and then another left as you come back down. There's a big park over here. Good support down this road. It's, again, lots of residential, very residential water stations, Lucas A stands. And then you're going to bust through back down the Bath Road. Now, as you come down here, this is a nice, big, long downhill stretch. It's a short downhill road across, and then all this is kind of downhill as well. But check this, right? You get to mile 10, and you make this turn just after mile 10, and you can see the stadium. There's the finish. You can see it. And it's a bit of a mind trick, because you're thinking, well, there's the end. I'm so close to the end, but you've still got 3 miles to go. So just dig deep, because this stretch here is one of the toughest parts of the Reading Half Marathon. It's worth it to get the stadium finish. Nothing they can do about the course. If you want to get that stadium finish, you've got to do this part of the route. But I'll tell you what, this is tough. Not much support for starters. That makes it harder anyway. You probably, depending on what time you're starting, what time you're going for, you're going to get runners walking back up here with their silver blankets and their medals around their neck, softly clapping you as you're finishing off. You've still got 2 miles to go. How thoughtless of them. But anyway, just dig deep, focus on one foot in front of the other. Use the pacemakers. They'll be going nuts by this point, encouraging you to go forwards and faster. Now's the time to really pick up the pace if you haven't already done so. If you've got anything left in the tank, don't hold back anymore, because when you get down to here, you're going to get this big dog leg back up and back down again. This is what adds in that extra mile here. Mile 11 up to mile 12, then you're going to come right back down, wind your way up. This is a bit of a slope as well, so don't get caught out by that one. So this is a good time to pick up the intensity, because you're going to go uphill here, just a little bit of an incline, then you're going to be on pace, and then it's just home and dry. 400 meters to go, work your way back around. The stadium finish is incredible. You come into the stadium, and you've got that whole one side, and then half the other side as well. The crowds will go crazy. The thing to do when you're getting into the stadium is to imagine the crowds are going crazy for you. They just want you to finish. They just want you to. It's like you're winning. You're the only person there running. Ignore everybody else around you. You've run an incredible race. You've taken your training. You've done everything you needed to do. And now as you finish, enjoy that moment. So that's the route for the Reading Half Marathon. I hope that's been of some use to you. And I'll be there on the day, running, pacemaking, and also taking the warm-up. So make sure you do join in with the warm-up as well. But the very best of luck to you. Now's the time to put the icing on the cake, get the nutrition, the recovery, and the mindset strategies all put down. And I'll see you there on Sunday morning. Bye for now.